You're going to have some background noise, but you're not going to mind because it is JJ with JJ Center, and I'm pleased to bring you the 2012 NFL mock draft. Did a little work, actually got a lot of people on their teams in the NFL and got a little look on them. Also did a little bit of work and found them in their college state with the NFL Football 2012. Thanks to EA Sports for all this awesome gameplay, but I have played with all these different players, and I'm really loving how well each one has performed. They're giving me a top 10. I'm going to give you the top 10 NFL picks. The Colts have guaranteed that they're taking luck, but nothing is a guarantee to the end. The main reason why I am doing this is, you know, Mel Kiper and all the Todd McShay and all ESPN and NFL.com. Look, their job is to figure this stuff out. My job is to be an amazing mechanic, make videos, and take care of my family. So they're the ones that knows what's going on here. I don't. But what I want to do is they never actually grade themselves and actually tell you if they were correct or not. So what I'm doing is I'm solidifying on a video exactly, boom sniggles in your face, what they have said will happen. Most of this is from NFL.com because you have to, they're not going to give you their mock draft on ESPN unless you pay for it. But look at Andrew Luck running the ball on the Colts. Folks, I have a feeling that the Colts will trade the #1 pick in the NFL draft to the Denver Broncos for Peyton Manning, and that is my final say with Andrew Luck and what he's going to be doing there. That's pretty cool. I think Cully went to the Patriots this year. Wes Welker's on a big holdout. Not really. They're just doing the draft. And Belichick is so excited. The Patriots have 4 picks in the first 2 rounds. They are guaranteeing that they will trade away their first 27th pick the first one in the first round. But RG3 is looking really good. He looked really good in Baylor. I remember watching him play a little bit, but I never really thought that this guy, you just never know. It's so funny. You watch ESPN your whole life, and you never hear about certain people, but then all of a sudden, that's the most valuable person in the world. And it's like, well, why didn't you kind of say that all year long? You know what I mean? Like, what? I actually remember them talking about a quarterback named Barkley, and Barkley's not even in the, I don't even hear him talking about it. I'm talking about Brandon Weeden over him. However, when I played my 2012 NCAA series, Brandon Weeden was one of the #1 quarterbacks in college football in my season when I played. So that was just something I noticed there. But RG3 is going to bring an amazing talent to the Redskins. Mike Shanahan is going to use him mightily. That is a guaranteed. Also, I believe, pick the Redskins. I don't think anybody's going to be willing to trade as much as the Redskins had to trade to get that pick from the Rams. So, but I think the Rams are going to be healthy. But we're moving on to the Vikings, and this was actually a decision made. Khalil, you see how well he's blocking there on the outside. He's a really solid force at left tackle. I personally, when I draft, I don't really go after a quarterback or a wide receiver or a halfback when I'm in Madden. I go for linebackers, cornerbacks. I go for people that aren't necessarily going to cost me a ton of money, but are major upgrades. You know what I mean? And you know, with Madden this year, it's really nice to find out different people that you want to pick and play with based on progression. You can actually sort them out. And a lot of you have watched my videos where I give you tips and tricks on how to do it. But amazing blocks were happening here with Matt Khalil. But actually, McShay is actually saying that Maurice Claiborne is actually going to be going to the Vikings, the cornerback, which a lot of people predicted to be going probably in the 5th round or so. But look at that double block there for Khalil. Absolutely amazing. Moving on to number 4, which is a really good spot for the Browns. They actually also are predicted to have an amazing draft in the position to do some amazing work. And some are saying the Buccaneers may trade to the Vikings. The Vikings are trying to trade that pick. If they actually get a chance and trade that pick, then the Buccaneers will definitely be taking Richardson. There's actually some speculation that the Jets may be trading up a massive blockbuster deal to get the 3rd round pick from the Vikings. However, that has kind of been denied already. I love the day before the draft. I want to give great honor and respect to Calvin Johnson. Being the Madden cover vote, honestly, I have thought it had been Cam Newton the whole way, and I understand Megatron's capabilities, but I have really had no clue that he would even have a chance versus Cam Newton. So that was a pretty neat thing. But Richardson's definitely going to be a nice little playmaker out of the backfield. The Browns are definitely, they have Joe Thomas at left tackle. They could use Khalil over there. However, you're not going to really find that immediate. He's going to be an immediate impact just like Joe Thomas have, but they're not going to get the quarterback they want. They're going to stick with McCoy this year, which is going to kind of hurt them a little bit. but at least they can go after some kind of running back, hopefully get a little Darren McFadden style out of this guy and get some immediate improvement from him. Some are saying Richardson is probably one of the best talent to come out of the running back position since Adrian Peterson. And when Adrian Peterson got drafted, everybody said, that's the reason why I'm doing this, if Adrian Peterson goes to be worthless because he's an injury threat because he got injured in his final year in college. So they actually pushed him all the way as high as like 18th pick or whatever. But he was the #1 running back in the league at that time. So he went 6th, I believe, and the Vikings took him, and it was a genius idea. Even though they had Chester Taylor it's so funny when your team picks a player and you're just like, what? Why did they get another running back? Our running back's great. And then you come to find out, oh my gosh, now I understand why. But Claiborne is definitely going to be, I believe, the most valuable guy in the draft as a position player besides quarterback, of course. Claiborne is absolutely intense out of LSU, and they did an absolutely amazing job. See, I really have no clue. But I actually sounded like them. And you know what? I did this video. I'm like, this is so cool because I'm actually showing you clips of this player, which actually this right here is one of the most amazing interceptions I've ever seen in my life. Flacco goes back, throws it deep, tips off of 15 people's heads, or maybe 2, and Claiborne grabs it out of the air, does an amazing little recovery here, and that was kind of cool. But I love how things change. They actually have like 15 mock drafts in different positions, mock draft 5.0 and all this, and I love these guys. I would love to get paid to actually monitor these people. However, I get paid to entertain you. So Justin Blackmon, the #1 wide receiver in all the league. How you doing, son? What you doing? Daddy's doing some talking right here, so I gotta do this, okay? Blackmon is definitely going to be an amazing pickup. Last big guy. Hey, I need you to be quiet. Cállate. Football. Yeah, football. What is that? Football?
Oh.
Football. Cool, but Blackman's definitely doing good. Last time you heard of a big wide receiver, it was Crabtree. So we see how well that worked out. But some are saying Blackmon is actually going to be a lot better than Crabtree ever was. Do not deny that. I actually had a lot of fun with Blackmon. He actually had a lot of talent and stuff on the edges. But I basically have, I'm JJ. If some of you have never seen me before, if this is the first video you've ever seen, some of my biggest work is with the online franchise. I have an online franchise that I run. It's an elite league. We're in year 4. I'm making videos about that. And I'm also highlighting different players and different people through that. I had an amazing series that I've already done, but I'm actually going to continue that. I also have an offline franchise that people are absolutely loving. Some people are actually saying Ingram was actually going to be going here at the Jaguars, but a lot of people are suggesting Eluki, the linebacker for Boston College, is actually going to be a lot higher in this position. Also, there's another cornerback. I can't remember his name, but some are saying this Ingram may be falling low as 16th position, or even be going to the Seahawks or something. So we're not too sure about this one, but we'll find out. Another big impact that could be available for the Jaguars. They are needing a lot of work, so you just have to go with the best player available if you're the Jaguars and hope for the best, to be honest. That's just the way life is when you're in their position. Do you think the Jaguars are going to move to a different city? Do you think so? Because somebody suggested they'd be going to LA or whatever. But as you can see, Ingram tore it up in the NFL when he played against Luck. So we'll see what happens. But I also do Madden Ultimate Team videos every now and then. I'm not like a highlight guy who gives you all the news, because there's tons of people out there who already do that. But I'm the kind of guy who just highlights what I've done with my team, which is really kind of cool. I actually got a Tebow or an Egbo in the collection. So a lot of people are thinking the Dolphins. This right here is one of the biggest. Hey. The Dolphins are actually going to be going quarterback, and honestly, I don't think they should. Just because they need a cornerback, they may, man, I wish they could get an impact right away. If they get this quarterback, you're not even going to hear about him for 2 years, maybe a year. They'll put him in this year because Matt Moore's not going to be able to carry him. However, the Dolphins just need that one player to put them over the edge, and I don't know if Tannehill is going to be able to perform for them this year, but I'm telling you what, the Dolphins are really close, and they have good management. They have a lot of, I was listening to ESPN radio, and they were talking about their training. Their quarterback coaching stuff is a really big on development, so they're really considering Tannehill just simply because they have the capabilities to train this guy up. So you know, you just never know. Just like the Patriots and all these amazing drafting people, you know, you just never know, because honestly, They have their job all year long to study all this stuff. We do not. And what I am doing is solidifying on the earth what people have suggested would be happening with this. Of course, some of it has changed. However, this is what mostly people are suggesting. Quentin Couples, he has fallen lately in the draft out of North Carolina, but he is actually a decent player. Who could also be going to the Panthers. When I had seen this, I was really curious because if I'm the Panthers, I'm actually going to go after that linebacker, Luchuki, or Luchuki. Can you say Luchuki? Luchuki? I can't remember. I can't say his name. But, man, I'm telling you what, put him outside with Beeson and make a disruptive force kind of like the 49ers and make that defense stand up because Cam Newton did his job and they were what? 4-12. They're getting the 9th overall pick here. Come on now. You need some help on the outside there. So you can go fix the line, but look at Couples here. He makes the tackle. He gets up and boom sniggles him right in the face. Boom sniggles. You see that? But anyways, nice little sack there coming up right here. Couples taking care of business. Little rerun here. Oh, is that a nano? Is that a nano blitz I just did? Yeah, football. Final pick. The final pick. Number 10. Woohoo! Okay. All right, who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Let's find out. You've been waiting your whole life for this. And boom, Michael Floyd, the other wide receiver, top guy in the draft. Another guy from Madden Ultimate Team 13 when they do a Notre Dame collection. We'll be looking for him. The cool thing is because the best thing that came out of there was what? Clausen. So that's what's happening there. Yes. Oh, yes. My little boy over here is freaking out at me. But anyways, of course, not every commentary I do is ever going to have my son in it freaking out. Shh! He's not going to be freaking out and doing all this stuff. But actually, when I played my game with Floyd, it was actually one of the best games I've ever played. I can't believe how dominant this guy was. And he got the ball everywhere he went. And so it's pretty impressive. And his football was so cool. So make sure you subscribe to me. Make sure you like and favorite this video. Happy draft day. It's a pleasure hanging out with you. Shh. I know, football. These are a lot of fun. Football's fun, right? We love football. It's a lot of fun. Madden 13's coming out. We got the cover, Cam Newton. A lot of excitement happening. New Madden Ultimate Team coming out. A lot of cool features. Also a new system for a lot of fun things happening with that. So I'll be providing a lot of that update.